Racing action on April 12th started with the Buzz race. Off the start, Floyd Brown had the lead with Matthew Robbins in the number 36 running in second place. Matthew would try everything he could to catch up to Floyd Brown, but at the end of the day, it would be Floyd Brown taking home the checkered flag in the Buzz race. After that, it was time for the Mini Mod race, and numerous drivers were giving it their all just to get the victory. Ashley Bridgman had the lead at first, but then got passed by the number 9 of Chris Landers. Then Joe Collier in the 71 started to work his way through the field as he battled Heath Williams in the 62. Then Nick Doring started to make his way around Ashley Bridgman. He worked his way through the field and he brought along Joe Collier with him. And the racing action still continued on. Joe Collier would then move to the inside of Nick Doring for second place. Then he had his eyes set on the leader, Chris Landers. And sure enough, he worked his way to the front, and Joe Collier was able to take the lead right as the white flag was able to wave. They battled side by side, but at the end, Joe Collier would take the lead, and he would get the victory over Chris Landers. The next race to come out was the Street Stocks, and we got a lot of guys from OP that were there that night, and the race started with Gary Davis in the number 5, and Johnny Otto in the 51 running in second place, with Joe BETHEA Jr. running in third. Then Daniel Parker worked his way to the inside of Joe BETHEA Jr. trying to find a way around him, but Joe was not going to give it up without a fight. And then we had the first caution come out when the number 12 of Josh Wilson lost control and spun out. We went back green flag racing, and Gary Davis still had the lead, and Joe BETHEA Jr. moved into second place. But Johnny Otto was going to work his way back up as he moved to the inside of Joe BETHEA Jr. for second place, and he was able to take the second place away. Then Daniel Parker started to show his way right on the inside of Joe BETHEA Jr. Then we went 3 wide for a battle for second place. Daniel Parker would still be working on Joe BETHEA Jr. Bill Maxey and Perry Bettino were working their way up into the field. And right there, Daniel Parker gets a little loose right there. And that opens up the door for Perry Bettino to move up through the field. He had his eyes set on Joe BETHEA Jr. And then a caution came out again for Josh Wilson spinning out. On the restart, Gary Davis had a problem as his car started to slow down a little bit, and it slowed numerous of the leaders up, and he ended up losing control, and it turned out that he had a flat tire going down, but that wouldn't be the last time we would see him. We went back green flag racing, and then Johnny Otto had a problem. He lost control, rams into Joe BETHEA Jr., and collects numerous cars. A lot of the top contenders were involved in the crash, like Dwayne Westenberg and numerous others. As you take a look on the instant replay, you can see there's a little bit of contact between Bill Maxey and Johnny Otto. Johnny slides up, hits Joe BETHEA Jr., and collects numerous other cars. Dwayne Westenberg right into the front of Joe BETHEA Jr.'s machine. Numerous damage there. We went back green flag racing, and then Perry Bettino had the lead with Daniel Parker running in second. Bill Maxey was running in third. Parker then worked into the inside of Perry Bettino, and he was able to take the lead. Coming down to the final lap, it would be a question of who would be second, as Gary Davis had worked his way back from the tire issue he had earlier. Daniel Parker was going to get the victory, but it would be a question to who would be second, and sure enough, Gary Davis took home second, and Perry Bettino finished third, Bill Maxey fourth. An incredible street stock race. Then it was time for the Pro Late Models to start us off. And off the start, John Bolin had the lead with Hunter Robbins second, Dennis Reno Jr. third. Then Bill BETHEA the third tried to work his way through the field. And then he made contact with Kyle McCallum in the number 3. And that ended up causing the first caution of the night. We went back green flag racing, and John Bolin had the lead once again with Hunter Robbins second, Dennis Reno Jr. third. Then going into turn number 1, Jordan McCallum trying to fight a way around Chase Oliver in the number 5 as they battled side by side. Then we would have a caution come out when Chase Oliver had a flat tire. Off the restart, things would get even crazier. John Bull and Hunter Robbins started us off, and then Justin Smith scrapes the wall protection, scraping off half of his car on the side, taking out several other cars, including Rusty Sanford in the number 30 and the 07 of Blake Ferguson. Cars completely demolished. We went back green flag racing, and once again, John Bolin and Hunter Robbins were leading off the field. Then Dustin Smith would bring out the caution again when a flat tire occurred. Going back green flag racing, Hunter Robbins got into the inside of John Bolin, and he was continuing to battle it out. He finally worked his way to the inside as he battled John Bolin for the lead. Two guys who have been battling for years and years. Finally, Hunter Robbins worked to the inside groove to get the lead, and sure enough, he was able to pull it off. Another man that was working his way through the field was the number 13 of Bill BETHEA III, as he battled Dennis RENO Jr. for the third place position. They battled side by side, and Bill BETHEA eventually got the advantage. And at the end of the day, Hunter Robbins would take the checkered flag, winning the Pro Late Model race.
Hunter, I gotta tell you, you and John Bolin were fighting it out, but numerous times John Bolin had the edge, but then you finally got it. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, we really had to fight for that one. He just had just a little bit more motor than us, and I mean, I was better than him in the corner, but this place has got such long straightaways. That's kind of hard to overcome. But I mean, John's been he's been one of my good friends since I started racing, and I didn't want to beat and bang on him. I just wanted to get by him cleanly, no matter how long it took. So just proud of my guys, and I just can't thank Ronnie Sanders enough for letting me continue to drive this car, and I'm just glad to get back in a victory lane.
Is there anybody else you want to thank?
Yeah, I mean, we got a couple sponsors help us out. I mean, my parents, they own Atco Transmissions here in town off the Eastern Boulevard. So if you ever need any transmission work done, please come see us. And pitboxes.com and Dubs Thermal Products.
We had a good car. We're just kind of getting things back rolling racing-wise. And Hunter's class act. They race a lot and hard to beat. Anytime you can run with him and stay up front like that, that's a good night. I can't thank everybody at Grand American, crew chief, my dad, all my guys that helped. We had a good race car. Take nothing from them.
You and Dennis RENO were definitely battling it out for third, huh?
Oh yeah, we was having us a good time. Tink's a good driver, and he's fun to race with, and he'll race you clean. And I got into somebody earlier, and I thought I had the inside on him. I hate that, but I just had a blast. I want to thank Bart Furrow, Mullican Flooring and Black Sheep Woolens, just all this for letting me drive this thing. I really appreciate it.
It's great to see you back, and you come home with a fourth place finish. Tell me your side of the story between that battle between you and Bill.
Oh, it's just flat fun. I mean, you don't get no better than that. I mean, Bill's raced around here. He's a good racer. He's clean, and I mean, we all race each other the way that they race us. And I mean, I know that as long as he was under me, we wasn't going to touch. We touched a little bit, but that was a little bit more my fault of getting free. I just got too tight. But having a brand new car and all that, and first time here in a while, I sure did want third. Man, I seen two to go, and I was like, dadgummit. And no, fourth's good. I mean, we finished the way our year went last year. I mean, I'll take fourth. I'm happy with that.
Is there anybody you want to recognize?
Yeah, first and foremost, God, and then Swift Springs, RPM, Extreme Suspension Technology, and I can't thank Augie Grilling them enough because they sold me this car, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a bad little mammer jammer, and I can't wait to get it fine tuned to what I like, and I think it's gonna be really, really good.
All right, there you have it from Dennis RENO Jr. He came home fourth, and that's gonna do it for us here at Montgomery Motor Speedway.